Hello class, I welcome you all to this session. This session we are going to discuss when not all of the remaining partner gains. A, B, C, D are partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 2:1:2:1. On the retirement of C, goodwill was valued at 1,80,000. On the retirement of C, goodwill is valued at 1,80,000. A, B and D decide to share future profits equally. Pass the necessary journal entry for the treatment of goodwill. So, gaining ratio of A, B and D is 0, 1, 1. So, we are going to find out how we are getting 0, 1, 1. See, here 0, which means A is not a gaining partner. So, that's what it means. Not all of the remaining partner gains. Okay. So, let's start the problem. Problem number 22. A, B, C and D. So they are the old ratio. So A, B, C and D. Okay. So old ratio is 2:1:2:1. So this is the old ratio. So notice the new ratio. Who is getting retired? C is getting retired. So the new ratio is going to be 1:1:1. Okay. So C is getting retired. Now what is the gaining ratio? Gaining ratio is new ratio minus old ratio. New ratio minus old ratio. So for A it is new ratio 1/3. For B it is 1/3. For D it is 1/3. What is the old ratio? 2/6. 2/6. For B 1/6. For D 1/6. So I hope that this is clear. Now here your denominators are different, so I'm just going to multiply this with 2. So 2/6. So 2 minus 2/6 is 0. Then 1 into 2. So 2/6. 1/6. Here multiply by 2. 2/6. Okay. So 2 minus 1/6. So it comes to 1/6. So the gaining ratio is 0:1:1. Now which means A is not a gaining partner. A doesn't gain anything by the retirement of C. Now we have to treat the goodwill. So what is the value of goodwill? Goodwill is equal to 1,80,000. 1,80,000. What is the share of C? C's share of goodwill is 1,80,000 into 2/6. Into 2/6. So it comes to 60,000. Okay. So 1,80,000 into 2/6, which is 60,000. Now C's share of goodwill is to be debited to remaining partners capital account in their gaining ratio, which is B and D, which is 1:1. So C's share of goodwill is to be debited to remaining partners capital account in their gaining ratio. So gaining ratio is going to be 1:1 between B and D. So the journal entry is going to be B's capital account debit and D's capital account debit to C's capital account. So B's capital account, D's capital account and C's capital account, you have 30,000 and 60,000. So being adjustment of C's share of goodwill. Okay. So this is the entry. The next question, when one sum of the remaining partners also sacrifice. So it's not that all partners are gaining, some partners even sacrifice too. So A, B, C were partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 6:5:4. Their capitals were A 1 lakh, B 80,000, C 60,000 respectively. On 1st April 2009, A retired from the firm and the new profit sharing ratio between B and C was decided as 1:4. On A's retirement, the goodwill of the firm was valued at 1,80,000. Showing your calculations clearly, pass the necessary journal entry for the treatment of goodwill on A's retirement. So this is the question. So we'll start doing the problem. 23rd. What is the old ratio? How many partners are there? A, B and C. What is the old ratio? Old ratio is 6:5:4. What is the new ratio? New ratio, who is getting retired? A is getting retired. Now A is getting retired. So the new ratio between B and C is going to be 1:4. So that's what given in the question, right? So just read it for you. See, A retires from the firm and the new profit sharing ratio between B and C is 1:4. So this is the ratio. So what is the gaining ratio? Gaining ratio is simple. Gaining ratio is equal to new ratio minus old ratio. New ratio minus old ratio. So new ratio is 1/5 for B, and for C it is 4/5. Old ratio is 5/15, 4/15. So I'm going to equalize this. I'm just going to multiply this with 3. So 3/-5 divided by 15 and 12-4 divided by 15. So 2/15. This is minus 2/15. So this is sacrifice. Now 12 minus 4, 8/15. This is a gain. Okay, so this is a gain. Now calculation of retiring partners share of goodwill. Now what is the calculation of retiring partners share of goodwill? Now A's goodwill is equal to 1,80,000 into 6/15. So 1,80,000 into 6/15, which happens to be 72,000, and B's goodwill, because B is also sacrificing. Okay, so 1,80,000 into 8/15. So sorry, 2/15, not 8/15, 2/15. So it is 24,000. Okay, so this is 2/15. Now since A and B's is brought by C, goodwill is brought by C. So C's capital account should be total 72,000 plus 24,000, 96,000. Okay, so what is the journal entry we are supposed to write? Journal entry would be C's capital account debit to A's capital account to B's capital account. So this is 96,000, 72,000 and 24,000. So being adjustment of A's and B's share of goodwill made. Okay, so this is the entry. So I hope that this part is clear. Next problem will be based on revaluation of accounts. So you'll just complete revaluation accounts in the next class. Thank you, class.